So let's see, the quest giver said I just need to clear out the mine. That seems simple enough. Oh, sweet home Macy, what is that abomination? Is it a man? Is it a Kwama? Is it a Kwama man? What foul concoction of alchemy created this monstrosity? And these six-house minions, what twisted, grotesque appearances? What horror! And speaking of horror, that brings me to today's Mod of the Day, which today is the horror at Helvil Mine by the Kwama Koalition. Composed of Denina, RingComics, Olaf, and TheDrunkenMudcrab. Excuse me, sorry, that's TheDrunkenMudcrab. But anyway, despite that opening, this actually isn't a dungeon mod. Or at least, it's not primarily a dungeon mod. It's actually a business mod to run your own egg mining operation, with just tons of upgradable and craftable features that can impact your mine's income. But to start out with, there is a bit of a quest that you'll need to do before this mine can truly be yours. And that does involve just a bit of dungeon delving. It seems the current owner of the Helvil Mine, a tiny little mining operation outside of Alrune, next to the veteran stronghold about Isra, has a bit of a six-house issue. The six house has infested the Helvil Mine, forcing the miners to shut down operations, while the six house performs just all sorts of twisted hybrid Kwama experiments deep in the mine's depths. You'll have to confront and eliminate these vile creatures, defeating their Daggeth, and optionally just making a friend out of a Kwama man, who can then become just a bit of a rudimentary companion for you to take on your travels. Once you've cleared out the mine zone, you can choose to either take over the mine yourself as a reward, or just get a cash payout and walk away with 5,000 septims. If you do the latter, that's obviously just pretty much the end of the mod content. But if you do the former, you'll get to manage and operate a functional egg mining operation, just building it from the ground up and over the course of a variety of quests and upgrades, gradually turn it into a profitable enterprise. And to start with, you can see an overview of the egg mine's activities with the mining ledger, which is, found in the Helvil mining offices, as you can see here. This shows you just how many eggs are being mined a day, the current going rate for eggs, the mine's current expenses, the projected daily income, the likelihood of theft, and the amount of gold currently in the mine's coffers, which you'll need to keep full if, you want to make any upgrades, or, pay your miners. But before you can actually begin making all that sweet dosh, you'll need to actually hire some miners first. Those people who actually do the mining. Your mine can support up to 5 miners, and you'll need to find them at just various taverns around Morrowind, like in Morgan, Alrune, Balmora, and Saran. Likewise, your mine can support up to 4 guards, which you'll need to just, reduce the likelihood of theft, because otherwise you won't see all those projected profits. And again, like the miners, you can find guards to hire just out in the game world, and each guard you hire will just reduce the likelihood of theft by some, small percentage. And once you've hired some staff, you can then train them, training them each up to level 4, which will increase their efficiency and productivity, and, obviously, make more profits for your mine. But it'll cost a fair bit to, level them up, about 1,000 gold for the first level, and 4,000 for the last. Likewise, you can also upgrade the equipment. The mining picks, just gradually improving their quality from chitin to ebony. Though it'll cost a fortune to upgrade all the way to ebony. I believe the ebony upgrade alone, specifically, is about 50,000 gold in terms of investment. So, it's something to work towards, but you probably won't be able to afford it right away. But anyway, in addition, you can also just repair the mine's rail network to, further increase productivity. You'll need to find each break in the line and have it repaired for 2,000 gold each. Over time, with all these upgrades, your mine will just start making more and more profit. And like a Ferengi swimming in gold-pressed platinum, you'll be just swimming in profits. And you can continue to improve it through additional quests and experimental research. But more on that latter part in a bit. For it's also worth noting that the Whore at Helvil Mine comes with 11 new quests. And pretty much every NPC in the mining offices has a new quest for you to do. From a plan to sabotage the nearby competing Nissus Egg Mine, to a quest to cure your Kwama Queen of the Blight, to a quest to bring back mining pick supplies for the Chief Armorer, and more personal quests like finding a house key or, bringing back the fabled weapon of keening, so this strange, mysterious Argonian fellow can do something with it. Who knows what exactly, but, point is, there's a fair bit of questing content to, just keep you occupied. And some of it will just directly, benefit the mine. And speaking of the mine, the Helvil Egg Mine is a pretty unique location, with lots of lovely verticality and large open spaces. Even a few veins of ebony ore that you can further just, take advantage of and, mine. And this is another just great demonstration of the sheer customization of the egg mine tile set in OBData. Every egg mine that I've seen built with this tile set just looks completely unique and different from any other. It really is just a remarkable resource with a huge capacity for creating unique environments, not to mention just a huge capacity for verticality-inducing cavern design. And it is always fantastic to see new dungeons built with these beautiful assets. But anyway, one last thing that's just, worth covering here is the laboratory. For once you defeat the 6-house Daggett that lived here, you can take over his lab and continue his strange experimentations with the Kwama. Restoring the lab will cost about 50,000 gold, and just each of the different arcane Kwama technologies that you can research will require a variety of skills and items. With this lab, though, you can create a second Kwama Queen, basically doubling your mine's production, or an elixir that will give your miners renewed strength. If you unlock just every single upgrade available, your mine could produce a profit of nearly 10,000 gold a day. Though, you will have to spend something like 200,000 gold in investment to get to that point. To say the least, this is a really neat and innovative mod that perfectly fits the themes of this year's Madness competition, which were, after all, industry and enterprise. And this is, I think, the first proper MWC Lure business mod for Morrowind that we've seen to date. There's very few business mods for Morrowind, and most of them have just nowhere near the level of upgrades and functionality that you can find here. So, if you've just ever wanted to own and operate your own egg mine, or if you've ever just been a fan of the old classic Erengard Mines, this is simply a really fantastic mod to check out. But that's just from all the day. So, as always, I've been your host, Dark Elf Guy. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.